Hey everybody, this is Joe with Joe's Premium Firewood, bringing another monthly inventory video. Today is January 1st, 2022, so I'm going to have to say Happy New Year to everybody out there. Hope you had a great night last night. Let's get started with the video. What I have right here, this is my brother's wood, firewood, the king of firewood, and he stores his wood right here. As you can see, he's out. He's been cutting at a spot where there's a guy did a land clearing that he knows. There's a bunch of elm, sassafras. There's even some, what is this, crab apple right there. And he's going to split it and put it into there and start the drying process. Ever since the homeless encampment closed, he has no one to give his firewood to, so he's been giving it to us. I'll show you what we got up at the house right here. This right here, this is all his stuff, so you can see it's fairly nice. It's all hard maple or sugar maple. And then we got the wheelbarrows full of my scrap rejects. There's a big storm coming in, so we tried to really fill it up here so we don't have to dig out wood. I would say all of this right here would last us through the rest of the month and maybe a week or two into February without having to reload. So we're getting stocked up for it. So they're expecting, I think, 6 inches tonight. So, and then temperatures are going to drop and we're going to get some more lake effect snow. Over here, this is a stack of mostly ash that's dry and ready to burn, bundle grade damn near, and there's some oak in there that's dry too. I could split this right in. I know it's a little bit wet right now because of the snow melt, but if I split it and somebody put it into a dry spot like what we have up the house, it'll dry fairly quick. In here is what I call bay number 1. This is where all my dry wood goes. Only dry wood goes in here, ready to burn. I would say it's about 1/3 full of capacity. I want to go ahead and sell all this. Some of the pieces in the back and the bottom you can't see have been in there since December of last year, so 13 months in there. I want to clean it out and clean up this debris and then start refilling it, and I'll have Nate bring me more of that stuff to put in here. So there's a decent amount in there, but you know, right now it's my slow season. Starts from January through April or May is the slowest time of year for me, so it's gonna be a while before I sell anything. And so far this week I have sold. One guy came and picked up a half a truckload of wood for $70, and then late yesterday a loyal customer called and ordered a truckload. He's right down the road from Nate, so I had Nate take care of that. So 1.5 truckloads sold this week, and you know, that's like $250, which doesn't pay the bills, but hopefully better weeks will come. But bay number 2, this is all dry stuff. When I first start loading it, when it's empty around the perimeter and those racks, I do put semi-seasoned wood that needs like 6 months, but I usually do that in the spring. And then in the front, only dry wood goes, and you can see there's a bunch of oak here in the front that Nate and John brought me. There's a good probably a dozen face cords, maybe 15 still left in here. And right here I got bundles for my store. I just checked yesterday and they still have some out in the back, and the front's full, so that's good. I won't have to take it to them for a while. And this is my bundle making station here, which I use that orange twine. Then here's my bundle grade wood, so I'll just stand here and make them. This is about half full. I don't want to stack them up against that wall because I got to sell that wood yet, so I've just been leaving it angled like this. And then once I sell all that or make those into bundles, I've got this here ready to go to be made into the next round of bundles. Bundle grade ash, and I think there's some elm in here, so I'm really stocked up right now. Then right here we got some cherry rounds. These are all dry. Those could go right to the customer. You can see they're barkless and lightweight. This is about half quart of cherry right here. I just split last month. It probably won't be ready till the summertime, so we'll just let it sit there. It's a good spot to dry at. And then back in here, I've got all my racks where I do the do the drying for the customer. This is like a mix of hardwoods. There's a hickory and looks like some ash and elm and oak in there. Same with this rack right here. All that right there is white oak, but this is a mix right there. And then that rack is a mix of white oak and elm. That rack right there is 100% white oak. So like I'd say this is a cord of wood right there, and then that is almost a cord. You add it with this rack that I got over here, you can see. So I'm just trying to figure out, this is all red oak right there. That'll be ready in the fall. And then this is damn near one full cord right here. So I'd say between all these racks right back in here is close to 4 cords. So this is mostly oak up here in the front, but then I got oak and elm mixed through here. This is a rack of 100% red oak that I split on Thanksgiving in 2020, and I still don't think it's dry. So maybe by the springtime, or I might even wait till next fall for that. And then I got a little bit, probably less than a face cord of 100% dry red oak. And over here, this is my cherry area. I just talked to the guy. I told him I had to increase the price to him, and he was fine with that. And he said he might even take some wood before the winter gets too bad. Like last year, we couldn't get the truck backed up in here. There was so much snow. My brother and I had to walk it by hand, armfuls, and fill his truck. So that wasn't any fun. And over here, this is my summer camp firewood for this coming summer, 2022. I'd say there's probably at least 10 full cords here. Maybe even more. But I'd say it's pretty much full. I can put more in there, and this is what I'm going to be doing on my live stream on Sunday, January 2nd, which you'll probably see that video if you follow my other channel, Joe's Firewood Videos. You'll probably see that on Sunday, because I think I'm going to publish this on Monday, January 3rd. Yes, some of these are questionable. I got this from my new supplier, Noah. He dumped a load down on the driveway, which you'll see in a minute. But I moved these up here the other day in that video just so I could split it, because it's pretty much mostly dry. Plus I won't be selling this stuff for about 4 months, and it's almost all dry as it is. But you can see there is quite a bit here, how big this pile goes. It goes all the way back there, at least 30 feet long, and like 6 foot tall in the middle, and then I got perimeter stacked all the way around it. You see how I do that. So that will be for next year. Now we got to go for a little road trip. We'll check out stuff in the driveway. I got a little bit of a boiler wood right there. I sold that stack, but as I split back here, get large rejected pieces, that goes in and becomes my boiler wood. I know it's not pretty, but it's cheap. We're getting a little bit of rain now, but the snow's coming later, so we're all getting ready for that, as I said a couple times. And right here is my shag bark hickory. Like 2 weeks ago, I had her bring me another load, so this is all full in here. This is the stuff he just brought me. So nice wood, I would say. And I just filled them up there, so they got enough to last them through summer. And probably through summer. But they were talking about starting as boiler wood. They were talking about starting 2 or 3 more stores, but with nobody wanting to work in the restaurant industry anymore, it's hard to get people at one store, let alone 4. So that, I believe those plans are on hold. But Herb has more trees when I need it. So back here, this is what I call my power line storage area in the driveway. You mostly keep, I'll show you, this is hickory right here. Got it covered up, just recently split. So it's just gonna sit there for a while and dry. I know it's going to start growing some mushrooms on it, but I mean, that's what happens. There's some junk wood from my mom. And then I got all this here, and yes, you're going to see a bunch of mushrooms on it because some of the stuff was dead when we cut it. It's best to cut it live and it lasts longer and doesn't turn it. But I have taken it to them with mushrooms on there, but I don't like to do it because it is for meat smoking. If I find one that's just like totally covered, I just reject it and give it to my mom. But a little bit of this stuff, it all burns. And then this, I keep long cut black locust down here for a customer that likes it. Usually gets a couple truckloads a year. I delivered to him last month, or earlier this month. Last month, because last month would be December. But I put in an order for Darren. I told him to bring me a truck and trailer load so I can refill that for him. And got some junk wood for Mom there. It's kind of buried in the snow. I don't really want to dig it out. Got some honey locust and black locust there. And then again, this is why I don't like storing wood. This is what happens to it if it sits, and if you don't have a humidity controlled area, that's what's going to happen. It starts rotting from the outside. It's still solid, you know. It's not pretty, but I think I can still use those, you know, as long as it's not on the end. If the bark falls off, that's mainly when it grows on, or on the ends. But this is the pile that Nate brought me, or Noah, and it's just a mix. There's oak, there's elm, maple, cherry, and I took that, you know, you can see where I did the cutting the other day, and all those noodles right there. But I took that up there. Some more of this needs to go up there. I'd like to put the oak back there, but we'll see. I really don't like sorting the wood, but that's what has to be done. If he brings me more, he's gonna have to bring all of one kind. You know, either all of dry wood, or all of oak, or all of cherry, so I don't have to sort through this. So got some longer pieces here that my brother cut that I split, and then I store more dry wood here. Looks like we got some geese flying south for the winter, so they need to fly out to Saskatchewan, Canada. These are Canadian geese, but they're heading south. So anyway, back to the video. I've got you know, this is probably a couple truckloads. If Darren doesn't come through, you know, I can draw from this stuff. It should be dry now. It's been here for quite a while. And then right here is I got more cherry. You know, up there was probably 4 face cords, and I would say there's probably at least 5 or 6 face cords, probably 5 face cords right here of cherry that I can go to the restaurant. It's all restaurant grade, nice and dry, or will be. I don't know. I've had it split since like August, and I started right here in the summer, so I'm sure right in this area this is all dry. And then right here I got more hickory. Got to get this covered back up before the snow comes. But here's the problem. I'll have to fix that here when I have both my hands available. But yeah, that's a one tarp, but it gets ice and it melts in there, and then it caves it in. But this is probably 2 Joe cords of hickory right here. And then last but not least, I have a self-service driveway stand, and people are still buying from it, believe it or not. But I got it filled up, I think, last week. I don't like making them in the wintertime because my fingers freeze. I don't like making them if it's below 40 degrees. But this is my driveway stand, and I think I got about 20 bundles right there. I make them smaller because my prices are a lot cheaper. You see that? That's very cheap for bundles. So, all right, once again, Happy New Year. I thank everybody who made it to the end. Maybe check out some of these videos if you haven't seen it. We'll catch you guys on the next one.